This is a quick response video from Nick on Phuket Words, recent video on perspective, and a couple of things that I think he has extremely wrong.
Everything that was horizontal and parallel in the side-on view became either declining or inclining to the camera's eye level. And so when I put in the height of the camera, or the camera's eye level, the middle of the lens.
The middle of your camera and the middle of the lens is not eye level. You've said this in multiple of your recent videos. The middle of your camera is where the camera is looking. That would be the perspective. That would be the direction of sight. That is not eye level. Eye level is if you put a bubble level at the spot of your eyes or the camera and made that bubble level flat. It is not the direction of the camera.
These clouds are not really that far away before they get cut off by the wall. They never actually appear to reach our horizon here. And we know that if something in the sky was going off into the distance, it could be an aircraft, it could be the sun or the moon, the stars, whatever, it will appear to do so at an angle for the observer, depending on the observer's relationship with whatever's in the sky will make a different angle. We know that if, for example, something was going directly overhead, or we were at the equator and the sun is going directly overhead, then the only way we can represent it in this two-dimensional photograph of a three-dimensional scene is to have a vertical line going straight down towards our horizon, representing something going off into the distance above us. But usually we'd see some kind of angle like this. So if we add the sun in here, we can see that this is pretty much what we might see from any given location. The angles will vary, but we'll always see the sun appear to sink down towards the horizon as it gets further away. And it doesn't have to get very far at all for it to get cut off, just like these clouds.
One thing that Nick keeps forgetting to mention is that upper object, the sun, is never actually physically behind the lower object, the horizon. Because in the flat Earth model, it doesn't. It just gets farther away. So how is the lower object, the horizon, able to block the upper object unless it is physically behind it? That's not how physics works. That's not how reality works. Even if you decide to take your own pretty pictures, that's not how it works. So since you like to make small-scale objects into large-scale realities, how about this? That background picture, that's the sun. The book is the horizon. You'll notice how much of the sun is blocked off by the horizon. Now you might think that's a little too close. The sun needs to be farther away. Okay, so I'll move it. The sun does not get blocked by the horizon. It just doesn't. Well, maybe that doesn't work. Maybe the horizon's in the wrong spot. Let's bring the horizon closer. Then it will comport with reality. So let's bring the horizon closer. Well, no, maybe not. Well, that didn't block the sun, did it? Now my wall is right in front of me, but I can still see the entire sun. I can actually see more of it. That doesn't comport with my model of how things don't work. That's just not how it works. If it doesn't comport with reality, it isn't reality. That's how reality works. And if you want to claim that my camera, my book level, and my #1 dad plaque are not on the same plane and don't comport with what we observe in reality, how's this look? #1 dad.